Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on my latest Fortnite tutorial or Fortnite Creative tutorial that will show you how you can quickly and easily build some basic types of terrain on your existing map. Now, of course, the simplest and easiest way to do that is to use Unreal Editor for Fortnite that can allow you to paint basically your terrain in a similar manner that you do through Unreal Engine and landscaping options. However, that is not possible or accessible in Fortnite Creative 0.1, but there are still other options to do the same, which I'm going to showcase to you right now. So as you can see, we're presently in this barren island that is basically only sand, but let's say that I want to create something here that is a different type of terrain, and I have several options to do so. So let's go into our selection here. I'm going back to the search option, and when I search for terrain, I actually get only a single prop. As you can see here, it's a hill terrain prop gallery, and besides this particular terrain, there is nothing more that you can place if you search for terrain as is. But this is a pretty useful element. As you can see, it's basically just a small mound that you can then edit and change basically by expanding or shrinking and adding several of these. So let's say I want to add one like this, and another that is slightly higher up, and a third one located here. So as you can see, I already get this overlap. I can basically go under it, and there is a somewhat of an issue here, but it can be a type of a start that can then lead to other things. Now let's check out these other things as well. Let's go back to the phone, and now let's go for rock. Now here we have a lot more to choose from. As you can see, you have a bunch of rock galleries, like for example this shark rock gallery, and when we enter into it, we have pretty interesting options here that I'm going to use in adjacent to the present elements here. So let's use this type of rock. Let's tune it down a bit, and let's see what can we do with it. Right now it's basically humongous, so let's shrink it, and here it is, and let's pull it up and see where we can place it. Let's make it a somewhat bigger. Okay, and we can then basically plug the element that I had here by adding this rock, and already we have a rock outcrop that is the part of a terrain, and that blends pretty well with the present terrain that we have here. So let's go back and try the option again, a huge element, but let's again shrink it and see how it fits in the island itself. So we can deploy it here, and we can add it, another one here and another one here. Now we'll go back into the phone and choose another type of rock. We have modular rocks here, another gallery, and we can go, for example, for this one, which includes a bit of grass. Again, it's huge, but let's put it in a smaller dimension, and let's blend it here. And right now, as you can see, my terrain is taking form. It houses a lot of different elements, but there is some natural overlap that you can then further enhance using a range of plants that you can find. Again, if you go for plants, better said nature, here you have also loads of different options that you can then again apply to the same terrain and give it a bit of extra color and depth that can be used to provide an interesting option. This one is basically hovering, so we're going to take it off. But through plants, through adding plants and adding other elements through the same setup, you can provide it the same terrain with a natural look and feel that is basically there to again offer not just kind of color and depth in terms of visuals, but also add a lot of more gameplay possibilities as well through the building of your custom terrain. So example, if I want to have anything happening here, as you can see, it provides a pretty different experience to my regular level or a regular island, which is basically a desert plain surrounded by cliffs on sides. So through this process of combining basically elements of mainly rocks and natural additions, you can create something new, something interesting and dynamic for your island through a simple kind of process of adding elements, basically starting from the middle like I did, and then surrounding your space with additional stuff from the same galleries. So there you have it. It's a pretty simple tutorial. It's nothing revolutionary or unusual, but it's something that provides results, and the results are pretty interesting. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. There is a bunch of other ways how you can support me, including becoming my Patreon supporter, buying my books on Amazon. All of the links are in the description below, but the cheapest, easiest and most effective for you and me is to simply subscribe and be here for my new videos. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on my next Fortnite Creative tutorial video. Until then, have loads of fun on your Fortnite Creative Islands. Bye bye.